Hey friends, welcome back to my page, y'all. Welcome to the replay. I hope you're doing well. If you don't see a red box above my head somewhere, then that means you're just catching the replay, and that's perfectly fine. So just comment hashtag replay. We'll welcome you in. We just like to know who's here, what y'all are doing. So comment along. If you have any questions, you can ask them down below. So when you hop on, say hey, hit the heart button. I got some new wax paper today. Well, let me just say this. It's not really new. However, I was out and I ordered more. So there's that. So we're going to, let's see. We're going to use the map of the U.S. and we're going to paint it. We're going to paint it first. So keyword tonight is map. Go figure, right? M-A-P. I have a wood cutout that is the shape of USA. Let me just make sure that this gets going. All right, so new box of wax paper, y'all. For some reason, I really like to use this to put down when I'm painting. I don't know why. I can't explain it. It's just personal preference. So that's what we're going to do. Hi, everyone. Happy Monday. How are y'all? It's Monday, and it is so far so good. 3.5 more days of school, y'all, for my kiddos. All right, so this can be found in our Etsy shop. This is the U.S. map. So when you go to Etsy, let me scoot my desk back here. I'm following Zach's directions here, okay? He does know best. This is the U.S. map, all right? So when you type in the word map, I'll send you a link and a message. And in that message, you'll click on shop products, and then it will take you along the journey to get to the wood cutouts and then to our Etsy shop. So this is the map. So just search in Etsy for M-A-P. Okay, now it comes with the main, right, piece. And then it also comes with like Alaska, because we're going to use this. So it comes with all of these words. Comes with Alaska and Hawaii, and then the main part. We're only using the main part tonight, okay? Because it's going to be like a hanging sign. Therefore, I can't just allow Alaska to hang like in midair, okay? Doesn't happen like that. So we're going to go in with our Dune. Dune, okay? So that is the color of choice for me tonight. All right, so I did spray a little bit of water here on my wood cutout just to help kind of guide the chalk paste along the wood. Okay, this is 1/8 inch MDF. That's what we use. And several of you have already purchased the map, which thank you so much. But I haven't used this transfer, and I thought, well, golly gee, I need to just go create with it. So here we are on a Monday. How exciting is that? Right? All right, so now, anytime that you feel like your paste, because this is what we're using, we are using chalk and paste form to paint with. Anytime you feel that it is starting to become a little bit more difficult to kind of glide across your wood cutout, chances are you just need to water it down a little bit, just simply by adding a little bit of water in a spray bottle and just spritzing it, okay? Don't use a whole lot. Like, don't drown your surface with water. You could even, if you wanted to, use like a paper plate, or we have these really cute, I think they're cute. They're like plastic trays. They're called color trays, and there's 24 to a pack. These are washable. They're plastic. So you could put some of your paste, whatever color you're using, in there and water it down that way, okay? So I'm going to come over here and hold Florida so that I can come over here and paint the left-hand side so that it does not move. Okay. Just like so. All right. Now, let me give it a quick glance to see how it looks. So over here, I'm a little thin on the paste. So I'm just going to go back over it with another coat just to make sure that it's even shading wise. It may not even matter at the end. Now I've got fingerprints over here. Good grief. Should have known. And now we have too much paste right there. Whatever. It is whatever. Okay. Hi, everyone. Oh my gosh, my comments are not scrolling, y'all. We had a great day yesterday. Thank you so much. This is one of our shirts in our shop, y'all. Easily distracted by craft supplies. They excite me oh too well. Let's see here. This is not working. Scroll. There we go. Let me see here. So I have this little cup of water. Hi. Oh goodness, Wanda, you've been having earthquakes? No, ma'am. We're praying for you. Hi, Dina. Yes. Yesterday, Mother's Day was great. I hope y'all had a great one. It was very relaxing. Very relaxing. Thank you. Yes, math is the key word, y'all. Now, yeah, Billy, this we sell on our website. Amy2ZachDesigns.com. Okay. Do you have the tracker in your Etsy shop? We have the map. Yes. Hi, Brenda Perry. Thank you. Hi, Jeannie. How was your shower yesterday along with your snake? All right. So instead of doing plain Jane white, I'm really digging the Dune color, which is the bottom color, for the patriotic stuff. Okay. I don't know. I just like it. It's more my decor, I guess, style. I don't really know. That's not true because I do like a lot of like black and whites. But I'm liking the way it looks on the patriotic stuff this year. We've used it quite a bit on several things. I did use white over here. Dune. I used white there. I did use white there. See, I told you I was just kidding. Just kidding. All right, so I'm just making sure that all this is dry. Just to make sure. All right, mostly dry. Now, there are a few pieces to this map that I, as always, tend to... Maybe not. I thought I was heavy-handed in certain areas on the paint, y'all. I might have surprised myself. Okay, so while that is finishing, let me tell you about something I just found out. Let me tell you, because I think you're going to be excited. So I created this little piece of paper before I got on here. Starting tomorrow, if you're a designer, so if you're new to my page, that's what I am. However, most of my designers in my community, on my team, they just like to sit down. I always say, sit on your butt, craft and make pretty things, and buy your craft supplies at a discount, right? So, perfectly fine. That's what we want. Like, I want them to enjoy their time, get that therapy, crafting therapy, right? So, starting tomorrow, which is May 16th, 9 a.m. Mountain Time, okay? Designers have access, like early access, to 7 of our new products. I'm going to have a heyday and so much fun with these new products. We are releasing a letterboard and a pennant banner. So, if you can see right here, this letterboard, these white tiles here are the reusable surface. So like this right here. So if I wanted to, I could spray water on this, take my little scraper and scrape it off and put a whole new design. These tiles for the letterboard are the same material. So I cannot wait to set that right here and add different messages all the time. It's going to be so much fun, and I can only imagine what Mr. Zach is going to come up with. Only designers can get this starting tomorrow. Okay, we have the black tiles and we have the white tiles. How fun is that? Then they have coordinating transfers. Here's an example of one. It says family. And then we also have, it's really hard to see, but it's the pennant, like little pennant banner, and it's the same surface, so you can wipe them off. Comes with the beads, comes with the baker's twine. But y'all, this will not be available to customers possibly until the end of June. So if you want to sign up as a designer, do it now. Type in the word map, and then you're going to click on save 40% off. Okay? You get 40% off craft supplies, including everything I just showed you that's being released tomorrow. The letterboard, the tiles, the transfers, all of it. Okay, and if you have any questions, just send me a message. But I wanted to share that amazing news. All right, we are going to wax this. But my wax is getting to the very bottom. Well, I should say the bottom is empty. The sides are not. So I'm going to just heat these up just a tad. Hi, Juanita. How are you? Oh, no, darling. So let me just heat this up so that it's easier to smooth on. I know it is, Marcia. I'm really excited for that. Hi, Marianne and Miss Debbie Ford. Thanks, Diana. I made this hat a long time ago from one of our old club transfers. Hi, Missy. So, y'all, if you want to save 40% off on the new letterboard, starting tomorrow, you won't be able to have access to it, customers or club members, until like the end of June, we believe. How may I help you, son? We have a guest appearance in the house. Can anybody guess which son it is? Is it Jackson or is it Dylan? It is, Marcia. It is so awesome. Hi, Charlotte. Nice to see you on here. All right, so, sorry guys, let me just melt this a little bit. And then we're going to take our, what do we call this, Jackson? Oh, I just gave it away. There he is, the man of the hour. Look here. Look here, Jackson. Not there.
But I don't want to see the gum.
I know, but you got to say hi to him first before they can even say hi to you.
Hi, guys.
Can you see what's on his face? Looks like you have highlighter all over.
It's still on there?
Yeah, dude. You haven't taken a shower.
Still on.
So I'm applying wax to this. Can anybody tell me why we use our wax? So I want to make sure that I get it all over this. And now the dog's here. Oh, look, Kara's standing right in the middle of us.
Hi, guys. I did not win the election, but I did do really good.
He did not win the class president, but he said he did really well. And apparently the person that won it said they were going to bring popsicles. And guess what? They didn't. Jackson brought Capri Suns and he delivered. So what does that tell you? He stuck to his word. The winner did not. So there's that. All right, so we have the map of the United States. Thanks, Brenda. It is to protect your surface, y'all. We use the wax. Anytime we paint on wood, we use it to protect our surface and our transfer. Okay? Will you take her with you, please? Thank you. So what we're going to do now, this is a 12 by 18 transfer. And if you want to know what it's called Map of United States. All right? So what we're going to do now is grab our fuzzing cloth over here that Jackson moved. And I'm going to peel this off vertically or horizontally. Do not, look, and it got stuck to itself. Just peel it apart slowly. Don't peel it diagonally. In the event it does stretch your transfer, I'm going to write back on here so I know which side is the back. And then I'm going to lay this right down on my fuzzing cloth. Okay? Just like so. Now, this transfer has a lot of silkscreen. This is not a one and done. This is a reusable silkscreen transfer. So you could make multiple maps if you wanted to. Any transfer that we have to offer is meant to be used multiple times. Now, the part that I'm going to use, which is hard to see because it's the same color on the same color, is just the basic map part itself. Unfortunately, I'm not going to put Alaska and Hawaii because they're not attached. However, if you get the cutouts, you can do whatever you want with them. Okay? So no offense to my Alaskan or my Hawaiian people. Okay? No offense. We love you. There is a lot of silkscreen right here on this main part. And I want the parts that are not silkscreen to stick well on my surface to hold it in place. Okay? So we're going to remove that for now and grab our transfer and lay it down right on top of our surface. Okay? Now, do not be afraid of these larger transfers. Don't do it. You will never know if you can succeed and tackle these until you try them. All right, so I'm going to put my fingers down here, and then I'm just going to start kind of like smoothing it out. Side to side, top to bottom, lift it up if you see an air bubble to place it back down. But I think overall we should be good. Okay, now I'm going to use the color of the month called Sassy. Okay, this is the color of the month. You cannot just go outright buy this. You must, as a customer, put $75 subtotal in your cart, and then you will be prompted at checkout that you unlocked it to purchase it. Okay, designers, you can do the same thing. But it would be PV, personal volume. All right. So what we're going to do, that's smooth. I am going to do everything but Texas. Yikes. I have to remember to not go over Texas with Sassy. Okay. So I grabbed a squeegee and a whole lot of paste. Okay, so there's Texas right there. Now, this is a lot, all right? And I don't want to make a mess. So I'm going to put some of that back into the jar and work my way around on the transfer. Okay, so I'm kind of working out. Kind of along the edge. Okay, now remember, Amy, don't do Texas. Don't touch it. Because I think I'm going to do that in blue. I think. So if you have excess paste somewhere here on your transfer, just pick it up and take it to the next section that you haven't done anything. Now, here's a tip. I'm going to peel this up because it is larger, a larger surface that we're working on. And I want to release the paste from the screen before it dries. Okay? So that is what we have so far. I know you can't see it too well right now, but you will once I lifted it up. Now, keep in mind, right here, I lifted up the silk screen. So I'm going to gently lay this back down and push around that area so that I don't have any air bubbles because I need to go over that. All right. So now what I'm going to do is keep going. I think I'm going to save this for last just so that I don't accidentally goof it up. Okay. So let's go over here and do all of this side. Get down here to Florida, pick up your excess. All right, now I'm back around Texas, because that is where I am from. Okay, so I'm going to get as close as I possibly can to the Texas border. Isn't that funny to say as you're crafting? Normally you say that when you're traveling. And get all the saucy I can. Then we're going to shift gears and we're going to use a different squeegee. All right. Done and done. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is grab the detail tool. So that's how itty bitty the squeegee is. And I'm going to take that along the edge, the Texas border. And the Oklahoma, I don't know what that is. It's not the Panhandle, right? Because the Panhandle's in Florida. All right, I'm going to come over here and peel this up before it starts to dry. Okay. Lay it back down and finish this out. Okay. Go over with your detail tool and pick up all the excess. So now all I have left to do is Texas. All right, so let's clean this off because I think I'm going to use this same one. Okay. Hi, Bambi. What is the darker teal? I'm not sure. What? Help me out, Mitzi. All right, so let's go in with all right, I need y'all's opinion before I do anything. Should I use Colonial Blue or Cadet? Which one? The transfer. The darker and the transfer. I don't know what y'all see it? I don't see a darker. I don't see a darker color. Maybe it's just a shadow. Ooh, lots of Colonial Blue. Okay.
Remember we were talking how people get Arcadia mixed up with Tide? The two colors.
Yeah, I don't have Tide out here. No, I don't know. Around the edges looks darker. Yes, I think it's definitely a shadow. I'll hold it up whenever I'm done. Lots of Colonial Blue. It looks like that is the winner. All right, so I'm going to take my detail tool around the edges, okay, where my saucy, which is the color of the month, is, so that I don't mess this up. And then once we get the edges done, then we can go in with a regular squeegee and finish it out. But this detail tool is so awesome for detail like this. Like if you need help where you don't want to mix your colors, just go small, slow, and you should be good. Okay. All right, so there's that. So let me grab a mini squeegee and finish it out. Just like so. Okay. Now this transfer, it will be cleaned in the bathtub. I will not be cleaning it up here. Maybe. I'm going to have to clean it up here. Let me show you what happened. So I waited too long to pick it up. Look at New Mexico. Okay. So let me clear my desk. So I'm going to show you how to fix this. Not a big deal. But because I took too long to lift up that section, I lifted up over here, but I didn't over here. It got me. Okay. But that's really cute. I love that. All right, so I'm going to spray. This is a very large cleaning mat, thank goodness. And I'm going to take and wipe off all of the majority of the paste on the non-sticky side only. I do not use wipes on the back. And there goes that. Okay. Spray again. You could even have a bucket of water here, guys, if you wanted to. I just don't. So just grab you a little Tupperware bucket of water, or just better yet, take it to your sink. I don't have a sink in here, and I'm not running to the kitchen, leaving y'all hanging. Okay. So now I'm going to go in with the Magic Board Eraser here. And this is going to help remove the paste from the screen. All right. And then we're going to flip it over. Do not worry about this. The paste is washable. Therefore, all you have to do is take it to the washer, wash and dry your mat over and over. Not like cycle one, then do it again, then do it again. Like I am constantly putting these in the washer and dryer as I use them. So you can too. All right, so now we're cleaning the back side, which is the sticky side, and removing the paste from the back side. Okay. So now I'm going to grab a paper towel and I'm going to drag it and wipe off all of that saucy, dirty water. Okay. And we're going to use it again to correct our mistake. The paste did not release from the screen because I let it sit too long. All right. So this is what we have. Okay. And I don't think there's any, like y'all were talking about darker edges. I don't see any darker edges. Now, because we've used it, we've cleaned it, we removed the fuzz and all of the lint from the back. So what do we need to do again? We need to fuzz it because we're going to lay it back down and we're going to fix our New Mexico. Look at that, y'all. So right here, actually it's this area right here, New Mexico, Colorado, Kansas, Missouri. See how it did not release from the screen and it peeled up? No big deal. I'm going to show you how to fix it. That's right. Look at y'all. We got to fuzz it. So I'm just wiping off the water from the front. Now you want to make sure, obviously, that this is dry enough. Do not place your transfer back over it if it's not dry. Okay. So cute. I love this. All right, here we go. So now that that is dry, we're going to fuzz it a few times. Sticky, right? We cleaned it. We cleaned the fuzz off. Do it again. Let's see. I don't need my blue color, so let's put that away because I'm running out of room. The top right is lighter. I don't know. I'm not sure what you're talking about. This? All right, ready? Here we go. Hi, Roxanne. How are you? Hi, Beverly. So, Miss Kathy, you know, that is an excellent question. Let me think about this. New Mexico. So ideally, I want the paste to go through the same exact spot. And if I was to wax it, let me see what we can come up with. Let me see. I don't think I'm going to. I fuzz my transfer quite a bit. And I'm going to line this up. And I'm really only going to push down really well on just the sections that I called out, like Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, Colorado, New Mexico. Okay? And let's see what happens. Okay, now I have to remember not to touch Texas. So there's Colorado. Let's get this Kansas piece right here. Oklahoma had a few spots. And Missouri had just a couple. All right, let's see what we did. Louisiana right there. Okay. Da, 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 da. It fixed it, kind of. I didn't have it lined up as well as I wanted to. However, it's fine. I'm not too concerned about it. Oh gosh. Everything's falling off my table. So it's darker, right? Because of the second layer. But not a big deal. So let's dry this. And I'm going to punch some holes in this. I think. So I'm going to punch some holes in this. It took forever. I love the blue of the Texas. And we're going to put like a hanger on it. Okay.
Or you can use my prototype hangers.
What is that?
These are my prototypes. You get to test it out now officially. I just got done designing these. They're little miniature versions of the hanger.
So what do I do with those?
Just like you would with the other big hanger, but they're smaller in one slot.
Okay, you're fancy.
I try to be.
All right, so I'm taking a detail tool and going over the letters that are not quite showing through. I'll show you here in a second. This is the pointer of the detail tool. Okay. Actually working pretty well. Hold on, Zach.
Oh, you're fine.
You don't go
I'm gonna
nowhere.
clean this for you.
Thank you. Let me show y'all here in just a second. So this pointer of the detail tool is basically removing some of that paste that got on the letters. I don't know how you explain it.
It's like a toothpick to help clean up any little run-offs.
And it's actually working pretty well on this wood. I know it's still dark and it's hard to see, but you see how it went into the letters? Again, y'all, I'm not really concerned. I was actually thinking about, let's see if I can do something. Hold on. I've got some antique wax here. And I want to see if I can make this, Lord help me, this is probably going to be a, what do you call it?
Hot mess.
Yeah. But we're going to try it. So I'm going to give this kind of a stained look. Worn. Yes, thank you. Probably not on my fuzzing cloth, though. So I have antique wax. Love, love, love this stuff. And let's see if this works. I think this is going to cover up.
Yeah.
You don't like it? Zach said, eh.
No, I said yeah.
Oh. So I'm just putting a little bit here on my paper towel and just spreading it out, okay? And I'll show you here in a second. And obviously it doesn't need to be perfect. Like you don't have to have the same amount of stain on every spot. Thanks, Zach, for completing my sentences. But it helps. Yes.
It gives it character.
It does. I actually really like it. What do you think, Zach?
Looks good.
Look, y'all! How cool is that? I like it. It may not be for you. No big deal. You do you. All right, so what is this prototype stuff? So I'm not hanging it?
No, you were going
I am hanging it.
Yeah. But instead of punching holes.
So Zach has
these are prototypes.
Little hangers. So instead of me punching a hole here and here with our power punch, I'm going to glue the hangers on the back. Here and here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I always do this wrong. There we go. So you want to lay this one first with the half moon and then the one with the dot on top of it. And you'll use, where's all my stuff? Right here.
I didn't do it.
You can hand it to me. All of my twine hanging stuff. Oh my gosh, y'all. I've got to tell you a funny story. Well, it's not really funny. So Jackson had to finish a project on Sunday, Mother's Day. So Zach helped him. And I come into the kitchen and he has these scissors cutting paper.
That's my boy.
Crafter's worst nightmare.
Better than cardboard.
I'm like, do not use those. He's like, but Mom, why? I'm like, son, just don't. All right, so we definitely need the hangers on each side. Okay. Michelle Pryor. She's like, oh my gosh, I got these and I could not figure them out. So yeah, so basically I'm being very impatient. It just, I don't know, what is the word, Zach? How do you explain these? You know?
No.
It basically creates...
I mean, it creates a hanger, but it allows you to hang it and hide it.
See the space right there? So instead of putting your twine flat to the board and then putting like, I don't know, like a piece of craft paper like you guys have seen me do, you can simply now thread it through this hole, tie it off, right? Let me do that. Hold on. Then what you do is you glue this piece to this piece, and it's not, I don't know, flush. I don't even know how to explain it.
It's just a hanger.
It is, but like it keeps
The frame,
the words will come to me in a second.
keeps it flush. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll stick with that word.
Okay, so I don't like
Long hangers.
I don't like long hangers. So I say right here, we can always cut off the excess. I'll show y'all. Keeps the back neat and tidy, Susan. Yes. Oh, Michelle, I'm not sure I want to know what you were trying to do. Why is top side of map so light? Because it has the names of those states, New England states.
There's a lot of concern tonight about the top right northeastern corner of the
what the
map.
heck? Makes sense why they're asking. Because they incorporated the words in the corner because the words can't fit in those tiny states. All right, so I got this too much. I say like this, right there. Yeah. I think they work fine, Zach.
Good.
I'd maybe move your holes
Down a little?
just down.
That's why it's a prototype, folks. It's prototype.
I know. Looks good, though. Works good. Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
Thanks for
back to the drawing
being
board.
a team player. All right, so there's that. Let me close this up and see if we need some type of bow. Yes, so there's less screen so you can see the words on the wood. Yes, correct. All right, so I have this gluing. What did we use? Super glue gel. So hopefully this is dry. Okay, look at our little hanger. See, it has the words. New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Rhode Island. You can't fit those words in those teeny tiny states. Okay, so there's that. Now you could very easily put, what do we put there? Nothing? Leave it just like so?
Maybe a bow at the top of the ribbon.
Right here?
Or at the top of the middle.
No.
Sure. You do you.
Maybe like, let's see, what can we find?
Oh, this would be a good time to color a raffia.
Yeah, I just don't know. What color?
Red, white, and blue.
That's a process, babe.
I know. I'm showing up to the dance late.
Yeah.
And I'm leaving early. Going in style.
You leaving me. All right, so I've just pulled some of this Chaos in a Bag out because if you wanted to, you could add something simple to the corner where the hanger is. Maybe on one side. So I'm trying to find pieces that are long enough to where maybe you could put like, I don't know, something. Let's see. Let's see what happens. What if? Raffia. Yeah, Penny. Hi, Desi Rose. How are you? Okay, so you could just cut it. And just, I don't know, make it wild. I don't even know. I don't typically use raffia by itself. Therefore, yeah, there's that. That may be too much, too little. No. I need something that's like, I need for speed. I know what it is. I should have tied it first before I cut it. And not so many strands. Please hold, y'all. Please hold. Yep, that would be cute. With the cutout edge get glued to the project. Hold on, Mary Lee. I gotta think about what you're saying. So you could just drape a little bit of raffia over the side. I don't know. I mean, y'all, there's endless possibilities. Or you could just leave it without. Let me try something. So Mary Lee asked, does the part of the hanger with the cutout edge get glued to the project with the hole goes on top? Does the part of the hanger with the cutout edge get glued to the project? Yes. The moon-shaped edge. And then the one with the hole gets glued on top so that you have some type of in-between. Yes, that is correct. All right, so let me just fumble around here for a second. Okay, so that is more kind of what I was going for. Maybe a little bit more raffia, but y'all, you get the idea. Don't have to put any. Whatever, right? So just something simple, okay? I had to clean up my board, sand, and repaint because the first attempt to transfer was a disaster. Words all smeared, but second time, good. Yeah, so same thing here. You could just sand it down, repaint it. We added some antique wax to kind of blend in our mistake. But y'all, I don't know about y'all, but I think this is darn cute. Something fun. Go make some maps. So, ta-da! Yippee! All right, guys. Hit the heart button, type in map, and we'll see you next time, okay? Bye, friends!